Welcome to AlbyTV. If you're enjoying our videos, please do give us a like. You can also share our family support Facebook page with all of your friends and family. Thank you.
You are never too young to learn good habits. Habits that can set you up for a life of strong physical and emotional health. And the science is very clear about why this is the case. During infancy, the brain experiences a large amount of growth. Brain cells, called neurons, develop huge amounts of connections as our brains develop. These connections are called synapses. Synapses are brain structures that allow the neurons to transmit an electrical or chemical signal to another neuron. The foundations for our brain architecture are being built. This rapid period of growth in the number of synapses is essential for our learning, for skills that we need like our mental air traffic control and memory development. At about 2 to 3 years of age, the number of synapses hits a peak level, but then shortly after this, the brain starts to remove synapses that it no longer needs. Once the brain forms a synapse, it can either be strengthened or weakened. It just depends on how often the synapse is used. When it comes to synapses, it's literally use it or lose it. Synapses that are more active are strengthened, and synapses that are less active are weakened and ultimately removed. The process of removing the not used synapses is called synaptic pruning. Synaptic pruning is thought to be the brain's way of removing connections in the brain that are no longer needed. It's our body's way of maintaining more efficient brain function as we learn and we get older. Some synaptic pruning is influenced by our genes, but as a developing child, our experiences with the world around us also plays a huge part. Constant stimulation and serve and return interactions with caregivers causes synapses to grow and become permanent, but not enough stimulation and the brain removes the connections. And although synaptic pruning takes place from about 2 to 3 years old, it carries on in earnest until we're about 16 and is still happening when we're in our late 20s. So back to habits. If we learn and experience things that are good for us, and this happens often, then we will keep the synapses that allow us to use this experience and get rid of those that don't. So if we have good serve and return interactions and lots of positive stimulation from caregivers, then we will develop and keep synapses associated with healthy relationships and ability to make good choices and prioritise and to maintain emotional health. Our amazing brains will strengthen our positive and healthy habits. But the reverse is also true. If all we experience are bad things that scare or hurt us and we experience toxic stress, then our brain will strengthen and keep the synapses that help the brain cope with these. The habits that we learn will be that the world is a dangerous place. So, for a lifetime benefiting from a strong and resilient brain full of positive habits, let's help our brain strengthen the good synapses for all our children.